Hey guys, welcome back to another Cajun toy review. Today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four Retro Classic Carded Wave Psycho-Man. Now we've already looked at the Fantastic Four team itself, and now we are on to the villains. So we do have the Psycho-Man and the High Evolutionary. Two villains that I wasn't extremely and very familiar with. I did learn a bit. I was expecting more like a Mole Man or something when this wave was announced, but I'm glad we got these guys. They both look really, really cool. And we got a new mold here and a very, very interesting looking figure. So let's get into it. So yeah, these figures come on these classic retro carded waves. We've seen this with the figures in the 90s, also with the Doctor Doom that came out recently. But I love this kind of stuff. I hope we see this more down the line. We've kind of seen it with some the Marvel Classics and with the X-Men wave and stuff like that. I just love this kind of stuff. These look really, really good hanging on the wall or on the shelf or displayed if you don't open your stuff. But it also cuts down on this on like figure swapping and crap, which drives me crazy. Now there's no builder figure piece in there, so that's a little less likely. But still, anyway, moving on. So yeah, the guy looks great. We don't really see any much for accessories. I don't see any extra hands, but he does come with his control box and just a cool looking figure. So turning around, we got a shot of Psycho-Man, and yes, all he does come with is the control box. We can see kind of like the little layout for what the figure contains in there and a little bit of read up. Highly intelligent, Psycho-Man uses advanced technology to manipulate emotions and threaten the Fantastic Four. And there's pictures of all the characters in this wave, so we have done the whole Fantastic Four, and now we're on Psycho-Man, and then we'll just have the High Evolutionary left. UPC on the bottom, guys, if you need it, always in the shots at the end. So, not much left to say about the box. Let's go ahead and open it up and check out Psycho-Man. So we're looking at our Psycho-Man out of the box on the turntable, and this is a cool figure. He looks really awesome, but I should say figure very lightly. He's not very posable at all. He's very solid. There's lots of cool things about him, mostly aesthetically and stuff like that, but there's also a lot of issues that I have with him as well, mainly being just the lack of fun or playability or posability. That's all part of it. I can't really get this guy into any crazy poses like I would like, and I can't really get him any dynamic like stances or anything like that. I want my Psycho-Man holding the control box in his hand, pointing at the Fantastic Four, but the best I can do is kind of position it in between his arm and his body and raise or point a fist. So lots of potential, but I don't know. So there isn't really any point of talking about the accessories because it just comes with the box, so we'll do it along with the figure. So let's do it. Alright, so Psycho-Man doesn't come with any interchangeable hands or head or anything like that. All he comes with is the control box. So what the control box is a device that the Psycho-Man has made, and it allows him to instill fear, doubt, and hate onto people and stuff like that, and use it to control them and manipulate them and stuff like that. So basically he's carrying around the internet, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of detail on this thing, but not a lot of paint. So it looks really cool. I do like it. The buttons on it look really bright and vibrant, and yeah, it looks neat. I just wish he could hold it. So I have some issues, man. I don't know. I'm trying to be positive, but there's some problems here, guys. But yeah, anyway, this is pretty cool. It's pretty neat. And I know a little about Psycho-Man. Psycho-Man actually is not what you see here. Technically, he is a character from the microverse. So he's a very small, tiny, mini person. And this is actually kind of a robotic suit that he pilots. Kind of think about like Men in Black kind of thing. And that's kind of why it's more robotic and just kind of this solid mass, because it is a non-living organism. It is a robotic suit. So yeah, man, that's why it's so stiff. Okay. But yeah, looking at the figure itself, the paint for it, when you just look at it, is really good. I love this emerald green on it and stuff like that. It looks really awesome on it. Very shiny and vibrant. It really pops on these coils and these tubes that we have kind of going on his legs. and everything on the little accents. Mostly everything else is white, besides his face, which looks really good. Got the Omega on there, white eyes. I do think that looks really great. And there's lots of little details on the suit, you know, just the different little wires kind of going on. We got these little coils on his arms. The legs are really neat with these coils on there. They kind of float. They come out the upper thigh, and they just kind of float on the leg. They're glued in on the knees and on the bottom of the legs, and then kind of wrap around his feet, looking like some crazy sandals and stuff. This whole suit kind of looks like a modified like spacesuit, which is a cool look. He definitely looks neat on the shelf. He definitely pops out, and he looks good on film. But that green paint tends to chip and tends to wear pretty easy on this figure. So here we have two things. So this figure has been out of the box for maybe 5 minutes at this point in time, and I posed him to put him on the turntable, and I posed him. I did a little short video on TikTok as I opened him, and I had a little bit of paint already kind of chip off of this guy. Not so much on this elbow, but watch this. This is absolutely disgusting, guys. So you might hold your lunch if you're a collector. Ready for this elbow? What is that? His paint. This is a fleck of paint. So this piece separated right there. Yeah, this is just a chunk of extra paint hanging off of there. I think it's supposed to be a second layer right there. When you look at him, compare him, you see how he got that shine? Yeah, this whole piece just came off. So that is quality. Ugh, yuck. But there is paint chipping. You can kind of see already in the elbow. I'll just flick the piece off. Which is not, sorry, I'm getting sick. I don't know. I'm just not. I think it looks all right, but I'm just kind of worried. I'm not gonna keep posing them in all kinds of crazy poses and stuff like that, because I've already seen like little pieces of green fall off and stuff already on this guy. Everything else is pretty clean. There's a little bit of green in this paint right here. I mean, overall, the figure looks great and stuff like that. It's just those little paint issues right there. And again, I could have got a bad figure myself. I don't know until I really see another one in the wild to kind of compare them to. And I do like it. I do think it looks really cool. I'm just kind of annoyed by that quality issue right there on that. It's just a stiff figure to begin with. So speaking of, let's take a look at his articulation. So Psycho Man can do a full head rotation. His head sits deep, kind of that top cavity on there. So you kind of, yeah, so you got that kind of, and his head, yeah, it's just like this crazy solid helmet piece. But like I said, full head rotation and a little bit of tilt. But yeah, there's a lot of good range. You can look up about this much, down. Could be a little bit, and it looks nice with the way the helmet kind of goes into there. You got full arm rotation, got bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which don't have a whole lot of range with those big old guns he got, but yeah. This rotation and flex, no interchangeable hands, so they are the same. This arm, man, we're gonna take this whole paint off right there, but you can see it clearly there. But yeah, about the same range of motion on there. Wrist flex, and this hand, it doesn't hold the box. You see, you gotta literally kind of hold it against him like he's holding the 10 Commandments or something, you know. The 15, the 10 anyway. If you know that joke, you're awesome. Alright, there is really no ab crunch at all because he's just a solid space dude. But we got a little bit of a rotation, and that ratchet in there, you can rotate him. Correct. You can split about that much. There is a thigh cut in there, and it's kind of weird because it's behind these tubes. And he has double jointed knees, but you're not going to move these knees all the way because you're going to start having tubes kind of busted up against each other and stuff like that. You can get about that much, more than I thought. But so that's actually pretty good. And there is a joint on the ankle, big holes on the bottom of his big old feet, which means he stands extremely well. Pretty much dropped this guy, and he's gonna stay up there. Oh my God, it's not on hand. So yeah. You gonna do it? You gonna do it? Nope. Okay. So yeah, overall, I think it's a very fun looking figure. It's always cool to have new villains and new figures and new characters and stuff like that. You know, I just wish they had maybe some different hands. Like I said, would have been taking this figure another level, being able to do some of those cool poses and stuff like that. You need a pointing finger for a bad guy with a mission control. You're next. But yeah, I think overall, cool figure. Sucks about the paint stuff, and like I said, I could have just got a bad batch, but I am not sure. So if you do get it, let me know in the comments and stuff, and just let me know, period, what you think about this figure and stuff like that. Is this one that you're excited for? Or are you going to pick up? You know, and then we'll do High Evolutionary next, and we'll be done with the Fantastic Four. So, if you like this video, please leave a like. Check out our other content. Consider subscribing. You can find us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Just search for Cajun Toy Review. Do different things on those channels and stuff like that. And if you want to support the channel, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Cajun Toy Review. Any money there goes towards a new 4K camera and just upgrades overall. So I want to say thank you to everyone again. We'll be doing High Evolutionary tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, subscribe, and then moving on to some other stuff. I got some top 10s and some other stuff I'm kind of working on and cooking, so stick around and check it out. So as always, thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself.